Howdy everyone, this is Mopbot, this is the Diamond Society, and welcome back to episode number 2. I'm back here at my house at spawn, and trying not to spoil as little as possible. You can see a little bit inside the house there, because I've been doing some work. And I've also been doing some work back here. So, yeah, there's quite a bit going on. Let's go ahead and get to it, guys. Let's check on my armor. And can I do this from this one? I can. Okay. I don't think we're going to be doing the whole thing like that. That's pretty hard. So anyway, let's look at it from the front, because I did get this whole path done, which is pretty awesome, I gotta say. And I just kind of hooked it up here to the villager path, and then also added just kind of some OCD wood around here so we wouldn't have floating stuff. But anyway, you can come like this, and you got all the birch trees on the side, which I really do like. And you got this nice open view of the house, and then the garden over there, which I said I'd do in between episodes. I also mentioned that, but this was just kind of extra. Just kind of got carried away and did this. Same with that, kinda. I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, go up here. I really do like the outside of it. One thing I want to mention about the outside is that I actually got a message from another server member, Coop Dizzle, and said that water probably would look better. I know in the last episode I said I might try roses. Let's see, what else? Wheat. Oh, Zombie wanted to go for a swim. So I said, okay, that I would try roses, the rose bushes that is, the wheat, and then water, and then I had leaves in there last episode with the grass beneath it. Grass is still there in most places. I'm not sure why it kind of disappeared in others. But yeah, so he said that water would probably look better than just plain leaves, and I gotta say, it kind of did. But then I had a little bit of inspiration, and I thought, well, what if we combine them? And so I added some of the bushes coming out like that, and I think that looks really neat. So we got a few that are just 1 tall, and then a few others that are 2 tall, and I think this does look really cool. Just plain water didn't look all that great, just plain leaves didn't look all that great, and then we mix them. Now we're getting zombies everywhere. So, brand new sword, by the way. Oh, nope, can't swing, don't want to hit the grass. Get in here. There we go. So, yeah, brand new sword, sharpness 4, unbreaking 3, and knockback 2. Not terrible, but it doesn't have looting, so that's not the greatest. However, it's definitely better than the iron sword I was using. So anyway, let's go ahead on the inside, because I did do some work. Like I said, I'll come back out in a minute and go each of those locations, and then down there as well. So let's go ahead, walk inside the front, and the carpet's new too. So I've been adding some of the carpets around. Really do like the red rugs. And this front room now has a whole lot more in it. I think last time it had a bed, and that was it. I added this little extension back here for the, what do you call this, the enchantment table. And I like it. I spent a long time trying to design it. I'm so bad at interior. This is why I don't do this stuff on camera. So yeah, I'm quite glad with it. I think somebody else has been using my anvil, because it's definitely a lot more broken than the times I've used it. So anyway, then yeah, I just kind of did like a little library design. I was originally planning on doing like a living room here, and then having like the dining table or the living room table, what do you want to call it, like maybe a coffee table, being the enchantment table, and then having like bookcases along the sides of the couches and stuff. But with the limited room I have, I just could not get anything that was even close to working to get 30 levels. And so even here we got a couple extra bookcases just for decoration. So it does get 30, and so let's check that in. You can see, there you go, level 30. And so yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this end. This end, well, it's okay. My bedroom area, I did add armor stands on either side, and they're empty because I don't have anything to decorate them with. And then just a chest for my random bits here. I wonder what went there. Maybe it was a sword before I used it, because originally it was just knockback 2, and then I enchanted another one with the sharp 4, unbreaking 3, and then combined them. So I might add a chandelier here too. I think that'd be pretty cool, but I don't know exactly how I want to do that. Like I said, interior, it's not my thing, not even a little bit. This took me a long time. This I really do like though. I've got 10 music discs or records, and I set them all up there, and yeah, it looks like I've gone platinum. Like I'm some big musician, and well, there's what I got to show for it. And I do have the cracked one too. Whatever is that called? Maybe 11? Is that it? It'd be funny if it were 13. And it's broken. It is 11. So anyway, yeah, Corp said that was his what did he call it? His disc or something, and it was so hot. His mixtape, and it was so hot that it broke. So anyway, let's go ahead down here. Done a little bit. A few horses there. Is that? Okay, he's outside. That's good. So yeah, corralled a donkey and a horse and bred a mule. So that's pretty neat. And I got him trapped in here for now, and I'll get a horse stable, just a small one outside eventually. I can show you where that'll be. Then just kind of line his back with armor stands here. Again, no armor, so I just put the pumpkins on it. It looks so derpy, but really quite funny, I think. Come down here and you just got a bunch of pumpkins staring at you. I did fill up that armor stand, though. So anyway, I changed up the storage area just a little bit. Put the stairs in the middle here of these two kind of, I guess you want to call them platforms. And it saved some room in here, so I added an extra furnace. I think it might have actually added 2 furnaces, and then also 2 of the chests over here. So that was pretty awesome, and you got a really cool view of the garden that I talked about in last episode. Didn't actually get it in because I didn't have anything ready for it, but I did kind of describe it and added a little bit more actually than I had planned, and I'll get to that, like I said, in a second. So anyway, let's go ahead out the back door here, and you can get another really cool view. Let me just get rid of this guy. Armor? Armor would be really quite nice. I could start to fill up the armor stands. Just check that back there. Like I said, I'd add the storage here, and I did, and it goes all the way back there, and then got the spruce trees up here. And what's pretty awesome, and let me hop down here. So there's another house going up here, and I don't want to spoil it too much. Talked to the guy who built it, and he said his video is coming out the day after mine, so I should be good to show it. Maybe I'll even just release this a day later than I planned. I don't know yet, but anyway, that's going there. It's obviously a very modern style house, which is, whoa, I'm inside a horse. Which is pretty awesome, because then this kind of modern landscaping here that I've done all along the side could then carry over into this area. He could just incorporate it into his kind of gardens and whatever he does around his house, and we could even get another house down here. There's definitely plenty of room, and still a lot of people who haven't built a spawn house. There's another one out there that's really, really awesome. Actually, that's a lot more than I've last seen. I'm not going to go over there just because of, spoiler and stuff. It's just got me really curious, though. So anyway, yeah, we could fit another thing down here if we fit another modern one and keep doing all this terraforming and these kind of modern retaining walls, and I think it would look really, really awesome to have these 3 houses kind of like linked up almost, or kind of connected. And so, like, trees, did talk about that in last episode. I didn't do this retaining wall, though, because, again, resources were not of the plenty. And then there's this, the garden. This was really what I wanted to do, as long as, well, the trees back there. And then I got carried away with this thing especially. It was originally just going to be all wheat, straight across. And then I realized we needed to have the land hydrated. So I started adding water around, and I was like, well, if we got water, well, I can just start adding some sugarcane. So it was just that for a while, just all wheat and some sugarcane. And they're just, different heights of them, 3s, 4s, and there's some 2s somewhere that I stopped the growing with a string. So then I got all the water in. Oh no, did I break something? No, I didn't, okay. That's weird. I've been finding some weird spots where it's been breaking. And so after adding all that, and yeah, that was one that was broke, a horse came over and just jumped on it. I'm like, hey, breaking my crops. So then I added also some carrots around for the orange to match the pumpkins, and then some potatoes because I already added the carrots, so potatoes matched in pretty well. And then after all that, you can see back there actually, and I'll head over there in a second to, might as well do that now, to get some more melons. So I could start adding some melon blocks as well, because those have fed in really, really nicely. The green of it just matches the green around it so nicely. And then it's another block in there, which is pretty awesome. It makes it look a lot more busy, a lot more full, and I've gotten a lot of good comments on it from other members on the server, walking around and seeing it. So they really quite like it, and I really quite like it. So I think it might be decent. Probably still some things I could add to it. Maybe nether wart. I don't know if the red would pop way too much, though. I was contemplating putting peony bushes in there. That could look cool, except I don't know exactly where, because they are too tall, which means I would have to kind of separate them from the sugarcane, and the sugarcane's placed very strategically to keep all these things hydrated, the water is, and so there didn't leave a whole lot of room for any peonies. Maybe one there, I could get one there probably, so it's a thing to play with. Maybe some of these little white flowers would look pretty cool. They kind of match the color of the sugarcane, which still so love, and so glad I reverted it back to the old texture, or the old shading rather. So melons I did also acquire. I think Raven might have given me a few, and it's also because I'm going to be eventually building some pumpkin and melon farming towers. That'll be a few episodes down the road, I think. Maybe even the next one if I'm feeling really up to it. But yeah, that's coming soon. That'll be really awesome to get some public farms going. I don't think we have a whole lot yet. I mean, we got the villager farms for these, and some chicken and some cows, and there might be some sheep somewhere. I can't remember. But one other thing to show is this area over here, and I wanted to start back here, and there's signs. These are new. James Stev, James Stev, James Stev. You know, it's just a hunch, but maybe James Stev claimed this area. It's just an idea, but you know, maybe it's a possibility. So we got this kind of modern terraforming going along the river, this like retaining wall, and I think Hoop Dizzle's been working on it. It looks really cool. I really like how this is shaped back. This is the same thing that I've been doing along here. This is a fairly neat view of my house. So yeah, he did this all along the river, I'm pretty sure. He probably had help, because this does look like a lot, and I think this was all done in one night. I don't remember seeing this yesterday. This is really cool. This goes on for a while, so I'm not going to walk along the whole thing. There's OG. So anyway, this is probably going to be for boats and stuff, so you got a nice cool view, and we're going to be building all along the shore, right like this. And so I added this thing down here. Now I tried to record this, and unfortunately my audio did not pick up, and I know why. It was so stupid. I had it set to push to record or push to talk, whatever you want to call it for the recording, and wasn't pushing to talk because I forgot that I left that on. Nope, that is not how you spell claim. Let's try that again. So anyway, yeah, so I added this kind of for the view for boating and stuff. And like I said, I tried to record it. Did not work quite as well as I expected it to. But here's the finished product. And it's not terrible. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. James looked at it earlier, the guy who claimed the thing up there, and said that it kind of looked like a windmill that fell into the water, and I have to agree. And he said maybe add buckets. Now, this was the closest I could come to adding buckets, was having the flower pots on there. I couldn't add them everywhere. Obviously, they don't work on the sides. But I don't know. It doesn't hurt the design. I don't know if it helps it too much, but it definitely looks like an old beat-up watermill now. And then I also added some water on it. So another thing is when I get some vines, because I still don't have any, and the back of the house where I wanted to add some, you can see a little bit of the wood right there that's going to be eventually coming out. So I don't have the vines for that either, or here. So when I get some in, it'll look like kind of like an old beat down, not working watermill, which is really kind of what I'm going for, even though it's a modern thing here. Modern-ish, you know, it's kind of made of wood. So this then would just kind of be like a decorative bit, you know, like almost like an art piece kind of thing. So I think that'll be pretty cool. And then I did that same terraform that you saw on the other side, and kind of the same thing that Coop's been doing along the river, along here. And then I added these just staircases here to come down here, and I'd like to add some benches too, and I'll do that in just a little bit here. But then kind of morphed it into his, because we did do a similar design. However, we used kind of the inverted blocks. He used the stone on the bottom, I used stone on top, and then andesite on top, and I used the andesite on the bottom. And of course, they're different variants too, so I couldn't really just kind of switch mine around or anything. But I really like this design. That looks really cool next to the water, and so I think I just kind of blended the two together. So I think that'll be pretty awesome, and then it'll probably pick up again. Not actually sure where, because if you go back here, there's no kind of sheer cliffs that would kind of lead it to be naturally kind of retained. So let's just go through the water. I got depth 3 anyway. So maybe again, like, yeah, this is what I mean. It's very, very, like, slowly sloped up, and that also leads to where this fence is. So probably again right about here, and maybe it like curves up and then goes again. And this area I'll just end up like bone mealing up and such, just making it look kind of natural. Add some trees and such, kind of like over here, except that was naturally generated. So going ahead along the front again, you can see the house completed, and now you can kind of understand what everything is. Let's get a good look at it. And yeah, I think right here is probably my favorite view of everything. I got rid of a tree that was here, and that really lets view of the garden come into play. So I'm really proud of this. I do have, yeah, all those guys in there. I said that I'd be building a stable, and I think that's going to go right about here-ish, not at this point in time. And so keep some of these back trees that keep some kind of separation between James and I. It'll be something really small, just enough for my horses, and maybe a few that are running around too, bouncing on my crops just to kind of corral them. That one down here I really like, though. If it would stay there, maybe I could pull off something here where it won't climb back up. Of course, it could go up that, so maybe that's not a good idea, but if it just stayed down there, that'd be really awesome. So, yeah, probably get a stable here or something and take out a few of these trees just for my horses. Kind of like a parking garage for this, except no cars. So, I don't know, that'll be coming. So, anyway, I am really liking this. And one other thing to mention is that I and a couple other server members last night went to work on a blaze farm, and we fought a wither. We fought the wither first, and so I'm going to roll that clip before the wither farm, no, the blaze farm. That's it, the two mobs in my head, and I just got a little bit confused there. And so, yeah, you can watch the wither, and then after that, it's not really much of the building of the blaze farm. We used my design. I did a tutorial on that a while back. Also built it on Pentacraft, but that is mostly James being on fire. It was fairly unlucky, us building that, and you'll see that in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a clip, and then I also want to get just a little bit more work done here. Maybe add a small path and some benches. We'll see what I can come up with once we're back. Okay, we're good now.
You back? Here, build some
Guys, I'm ready
tunnels.
for you to start it.
Get it! Get it!
Okay, you guys ready?
Get it!
Okay, let's see if
Get
it'll
it.
work.
Here we go.
Yep.
Oh
crap, there
Oh
it
god!
goes.
Oh, I'm on fire now. Oh god! Oh,
GL, mates.
I'm
Here we
running
go.
this way.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
I'm running this way.
Let's kill the wither.
Oh, he's still there.
Rip.
Oh!
GL, guys.
Oh, crap, he's after me. He's trying to get me.
Ow! Muse, you shot me!
Oh god!
Run away!
This is not going as according to plan. Oh!
Ow! I keep getting
Good
hit.
news, turn around.
What happened? Oh, okay. Oh.
Bye, Muse.
I was very. I killed myself. I committed
Ah,
suicide.
where
Oh,
are
no.
you guys? Where are you guys?
I have one heart, boys. I'm getting out of here.
Ow!
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Got this!
I'm all the way back at my base.
Me too. I'm at James's base too.
Oh no.
I killed it.
You got it?
Mott, take the star and run.
GG.
Gee, oh, did you get it? Good job, guys.
Yeah, I got it. We're good.
I was hiding in a hole of 1 HP. I
How
got
did I
down
burn
like
I didn't take, like,
Chris.
the only damage I took was from Muse shooting me.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. The only damage I took was Mew shooting me too.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Nice.
I went up and started destroying the thing, and then it just bam got withered down, and it got shot down to half health, dead.
I didn't even think about bringing milk or nothing.
I didn't get withered.
Didn't
I was
you?
gonna
Oh.
go get a notch apple, but people were saying, "Where's he going?" So I ran back.
And I got all the XP.
Oh.
It's
From
only
all
worth
of
50
us.
XP.
Plus everybody that
I
died.
didn't- I didn't die. Oh,
I had
Did- wait,
35 levels.
James, you died?
Tasty.
Oh shit! You almost got out. If Mott would have died with that iron armor, damn. And I was at 3 hearts.
Nah, pretty much
That
full.
wouldn't have won so well.
I thought Mott was gonna kill me. To be honest.
I thought Mott was going to do a little bit more than just stand there, but
No. I pretty much killed it at the end.
yeah.
He stood there till the end. That's what counted. He got the final hit.
That's right.
I have video evidence of my successes.
Nice. Oh,
Put a box around
God.
yourself. No.
Oh, Muse like blew up.
Am I in lava again?
Why didn't we bring water?
Oh god!
Again?
For the love of God.
Don't worry, guys. I'm about to. No! I fell.
Uh-oh.
They have fire resistance.
Oh boy.
No, I'm gonna fix
Oh.
all our lava issues
Gotta-
right now, guys.
Got a duck, dip, dodge, dive,
Guys.
and duck.
I just
What are you
fixed our
gonna
lava
I got you,
issues.
James.
What did you do?
Oh, you're good.
Okay,
I don't see
I'm out.
anything that's changed.
I did splatter resistance.
I threw all my stuff in there before. Okay, you know what? I'm trusting you guys. I'm gonna put the star in here.
Don't worry, the lava is going away.
In pain.
You are not good at this.
GG. Wreck.
It's just so serene over here. I added the path in, and it's kind of skinny over here and a little awkward as it gets fatter over in this end. But what I thought of is instead of just merging these two over here, kind of like I have here, where it just kind of blends one over another, I want to put in a staircase here as well, and that'll lead into the horse stable that I get. And I think that'll probably be the best bet. But yeah, anyway, I'm really liking this. There's the bench. Anyway, if you haven't enjoyed this, go ahead and subscribe. Anyway, this has been MopBot, and I'm out.